What screams, I am upper class?
Before we start, make sure you smash the subscribe button along with the tiny bell icon so you get updated every time we post new videos. Done? Great, let's start this video.
Pulescence said, knew a rich kid in college. Rumor has it, dude ended up owing hundreds of thousands of dollars to bookies for betting on NBA games. For that amount of money, the syndicates financing the bookies in my country go after you and your family to make sure you pay. Night before payday, dude went to his parents allegedly crying, telling them he had a problem. Parents were obviously concerned. Dude told them what happened and parents breathed a sigh of relief. They thought he got a chick pregnant. They gave him the money to pay the bookie, relieved. Back 2 Box said, a wealthy couple I know has twin Steinway concert grand pianos in their ballroom-sized living room. Neither of them plays a note on these elegant pianos that are worth about $185,000 each, Steinway Model D, 9 feet. So they hire me to play for special occasions. In the interim, the 2 grand just sit there as part of the room's decor. Ruby Rochelle 11 said, having a nanny 100%. Taught at a dance school in a wealthier area. Not only did all the kids attend a private school, but their nannies would be the ones dropping them off. Being that I am not upper class, my first few weeks I was pretty confused as to why so many white children seemed to be adopted by Asians. Then when I finally met the parents of one of my students, I realized they were all Vietnamese nannies. Bleachfan 9999 said, live-in maid. Or their teenage kid has their own new sports car at 16. Vienna Waits 88 said, my friend's parents have a lot of money and I went to a Halloween party that his family friends were having a couple years ago. I distinctively remember hearing the following 2 sentences, both travel-related, we only have 5 trips booked next year, so we're going to try to sneak in a little visit to Egypt in April. Yeah, we were just offered another expenses-paid trip to St. Lucia, but we turned it down. It just gets boring when you've been so many times. To the second one, I said, I had to downgrade to 1-ply toilet paper this month. Can I have the trip? They all laughed at my quaintness, Foodfighter said, being enormously more concerned about how long something will take to get done, rather than how much it will cost. W8SB4D8 said, frequency of travels. I work around a ton of upper-class people and many of them travel so much they are practically locals at some restaurants. They also focus on lesser-known, yet elaborate spots. Refreshing_username said, not knowing what ordinary things cost, like a banana or pair of socks, moved to Seattle said, 2 stoves side by side in a modern spacious well-lit kitchen generously equipped with up-to-date cooking tools and appliances. Joels Williams said, I once kicked it with a super rich dude for a few days and it was amazing. I'm talking damn near billionaire rich. Average people don't think about it, but imagine if you were free of all stress regarding work, bills, rent, car maintenance and etc. This dude was the epitome of carefree. That's what really impressed me about the guy. Every option is always on the table. Anything is possible at any time. You want some steak and lobster? Let me call my assistant. It's 3 a.m. and you want a tattoo? I'll call the concierge. I have a summer home in Aspen, CO. You want to go hang out there for a while? Get some skiing in? Or do you want to go to my winter home in Aruba? We can go snorkeling. Going through life with no worries about going to work the next day. Seriously, it must be so fantastically liberating. After 4 days I had to go back to my workaday life, and it was just as hard as coming down off a serious drug, Alize said. I taught swim lessons at a pretty expensive summer camp, where parents paid upwards of $200 per day for kids, and around $350 per day for tweens. Swimming, hiking, paddle boards, rock climbing, horses, etc., nothing too special these kids couldn't find at another camp. Lots of celebrity kiddos though. I would charge $50 per hour to guard private pool parties because I didn't want to work weekends and didn't really like guarding as much as I loved teaching, but these parents didn't care. I once made $400 in an afternoon guarding a pool that nobody swam in and $100 tip because the dad felt sorry for wasting my time. $500 to eat catered Kogi Korean barbecue truck food and chat about cars for a few hours, no complaints. It felt like I was just on display for the parents to show that they could afford a guard. I miss it sometimes. I was dumb with the money and didn't save much, but enough for some tattoos, a flat screen, and to put 35% down on my first car. Aoiro Buki said, "My mom tells this story of being over at a family's house where their dad had once been my dad's boss. It was the early 90s and the wife was opening Christmas cards. As she opened one, a check fell onto the floor. She picked it up and said, John will be pleased, and put it on the fridge. It was for $20,000. Weg_Werfen said, "One time I was talking to a person I work with who I knew already to be wealthy. She let drop that she had a person she was paying to take care of her family's money, and that she was paying this person an amount which happened to be more than I make in a year. And I make kind of a good amount of money. I thought that was quite a flex." Dapperchick said, "UK, I had a mate tell me a story about a rich girl at her uni who had never been in a Spoons or Primark. Always travelled down to London to get her hair done, which would cost £400. Her and her siblings all had a trust fund and didn't have to work. I don't know one person who's never been in a Weatherspoons, so I was more shocked to hear about that than the £400 expenses at the hairdressers." Who_is_John_Nada said, "A trophy wife, husband that is far younger and more attractive than you." EMF 96 said, "People who treat fines as payments. Let's just park on the street. It's only $150. No, we can't park on the street. That's how much a ticket costs. Okay, but let's just do that. I don't want to walk." Fortune 86 said, "People who wear their great-grandfather's boots because the quality is still good and they don't give a damn what anyone else thinks." Nodakatakaten said, "I do a lot of cable and fiber optic work in an extremely affluent neighborhood in the FL Panhandle, called Alley's Beach. I'm talking gross excess when it comes to these houses. But the look on their face when I call their multi-million-dollar villa a townhouse is priceless." Lee Collier said, "People who instantly recognize my grandpa's 1970s Patek Philippe watch. Thanks for watching. Comment down your thoughts on this."